Give her two lips like roses in clover. Then tell me that my lonesome nights are over, Sandman.
Okay, so this is Captain Sam G, and in the never-ending quest to not be forever alone, I am playing Social Interaction Trainer. Not going to go through the whole thing, probably going to go up all the way to romance and then a little bit into interview. And as you can see, this game is all about social interactions and using eye contact. Now, I'll also show you some other features because if I go to the Chinese version, it takes out the option for romance, of course. There's also Australian, Japanese, and USA, which does nothing except for gives you angry eyebrows. Now I'll just do normal mode for the moment as I go to cashier, and then I'll show you the differences between Australian and Japanese, because they are pretty good. So, use your gaze to socially interact with the cashier. You are behaving strangely, and then it goes back to the beginning. So you want to try and act like a normal human being, which is just perfect for someone like me. Or I'm great at talking to people, I'm not socially awkward as hell or anything. So yeah, you just... Oh, and look away when she's looking away. And then engage in the conversation once again. Congratulations! You've socially interacted with your cashier successfully. Even though in real life it would be a lot more awkward, and there'd be no talking beyond just these please and thank you and walking out. Now if I go to Australian... Oi, mate, can you rock up to the Coles, fetch me a prawn noodle and a scratchy? Ta! So it changes how the announcer for these... Yeah, what are you? A mute? Changes what the dialogue options are. So once again I should... Yeah, what are you, a mute? Now if I just look at her non-stop, even whilst she's trying to work, you're gonna bore a hole in her head staring like that. So once again, just talk normally, look away when she's busying herself. You don't want to just stare at her like a creep, just non-stop. Shit, nothing on the scratchy. I'll have to pay you back some other time. Yeah, I bet you won't. So Japanese version, it'll become pretty apparent what the Japanese version of this game does. Okay, so look to the breasts. So that's pretty much all the Japanese version does. It gives women a hell of a lot of cleavage. So, now on to urinal. Politely use the public urinal alongside a urinating neighbour. I'm sure this is how you do it. You appear to need medical attention. Well, that's okay. I'll try again. Staring at others' genitals is not encouraged. No, it isn't. So let's just focus on the job. Hey, I saw that. Congratulations, you've negotiated a social situation at a public urinal successfully. Nice and simple, nothing to worry about. So if we go to transport, strike up a conversation with your transport partner. Yeah, I think we know how this is going to go. So just going to stare into my own head. This behaviour isn't unexpected in public transport, but also not the best practice. Please restrain yourself in future. So we're trying to make first contact. Now, just staring at her... Yeah, she's getting a little creeped out. She was creeped out by your attempt at social interaction. So I'm going to pretend to look at the book this time, but really I'm going to be staring at the goods. So just going to pretend I'm looking at the book. And we can have a nice little chat about it. Congratulations, you gained a romantic interest. So luckily, we had something in common with that book. I knew what I was talking about and I didn't just make a fool of myself. So make a good impression on the first date. Now, this is one of the ones where cleavage is actually out normally. Remember to look at people when they talk. Say, I'm staring a bit too much. Let's just stare as much as possible. It's impolite to stare at a person's breasts. So yeah, even if this wasn't on Japanese mode, she'd still have the cleavage on show, trying to distract me. Yeah, you want to actually look at her, don't just look away. A quick glance at the cleavage, that's fine. But now we've run out of things to talk about, so quick, to save the day. There we go. That was a good date. You glanced at the cleavage 6 times. Now let's just go to Australian version, just to see how incredibly romantic the atmosphere gets when we're going out for a cup of coffee. Go, rope her in. Once again, glance at the boobs every once in a while. When she's not looking, wait for her gaze to drift away. And yeah, there we go. Oh, go easy there, tiger. Okay, I think maybe I was staring a bit too hard. Okay, gotta look away just a little bit. Can't just bore into her head with my gaze. And then... yes. I think she likes you, Romeo. You stared into the abyss 4 times. Well, it's a pretty good abyss. I wouldn't mind falling into it. Okay, so let's go to the park. And back on Japanese version, just so the boobs are out all the time. Enjoy the more comfortable second date. So things aren't quite as awkward as the first one. We've broken the tension. This is going to go really, really well. It's going to be nice and easy. Still going to glance though. Still going to keep glancing. Your date is being interrupted. Now, what should be done is just stare right into him, because in real life you're not this guy. Yeah, you acted too strongly. The situation escalated. You got the hell beaten out of you. But yeah, in real life, I don't understand why that wouldn't be. Oh, and my eyes are no longer following the mouse cursor correctly. They're instead all wonky and wobbling around my head. Yeah, I've been thrown for a loop. Yeah, in real life, if someone's interrupting your date and acting like a jackass and trying to ruin things, I don't see why you would just, keel over and submit to them and allow them to ruin your date. So, I would just stare this guy down, then probably get in a fight, but we can't. So just look away, talk. We don't want to be too submissive, can't just look away completely. Look at the boobs, look to him. Oh god, avoiding the situation doesn't help. So, we were looking away a bit too much. We've got to find the perfect balance. Your date is being interrupted once again. So he's focusing on her, now he's noticed me. Ooh. Okay, talks to him once again. Damn it. You acted too strongly. The situation escalated, so pay attention to facial changes of your character. So we've got to focus on his mouth, and because, that's pretty much all the facial exchange you get. So, gotta look for the sweet spot where he starts smiling. There we go. Oh wow, that was incredibly quick. Good work, you diffused the situation with humour. I thought I was going to be having to look back and forth multiple times. But no, we did it. So now, on to the most important part. Romance. So we've seen her twice. Apparently that's good enough. We've gone out with her twice. It's time to go all the way. Purchase the condoms. You're acting too excited about purchasing a product. Please stop doing that. Yeah, this one is very, very quick. You don't get a lot of time before you fail. Please stop shouting about condoms. Yeah, please don't mumble under your breath. So, also going to be looking at her goods, because, oh no, you're making the cashier uncomfortable with your staring. You've successfully purchased the condoms. Don't know why he didn't just buy a huge bundle of goods to stash them and hide them a little bit in. And I don't know why the hell he's even talking to the cashier apart from just these please and thanks. So now, yeah, we get to the business. And as you can see, it's a very romantic time. Oh, she'll like this. She'll especially like this. Hey! Congratulations on completing coitus. Your partner found your lovemaking to be sensual. You showed unexpected skill. Okay, that counts, I think. That counts. When I go back to this multiple times, because, hey, want to see how the other modes go. So, in Japanese, you've got the sensor bar. For USA, you've just got angry eyebrows. That doesn't seem to change for anything. You've just got angry eyebrows. Let's just go to the normal mode and do romance again. So try and get through this nice and quick. Don't stare at her too much. Don't stare at her too much, I said. There we go. So now on to the main event. And this time we don't have a sensor bar around us. And yeah, that first time it counted as I screw up because, Jesus, in this mode, eye contact or anything doesn't seem to actually matter. It's the most awkward, weird, incredibly strange thing ever. Hey! Your partner found your lovemaking to be rough, not that it wasn't enjoyable. Okay, and Chinese, it just takes the option for romance out completely. Let's see what the Australian has to say about things. Buy some frangers from the servo. Again, why am I having to talk about this purchase? Root away, young battler. Invade Tasmania. Okay, let's just stare at her the entire time. Just keep on staring. Don't look away. Nice and simple, nice and quick. Congratulations on the dirty doona. I'm talking more like a goddamn British thug or something. Congratulations on the dirty doona. She told all her mates that you shagged like a darrow. And now, just briefly, and let's go to a Japanese version for this one as well, because, it's made apparent very, very quickly. Interview. Oh no, not interview, damn it, different one. Anyway, convince the interviewer to hire you. So this time we're controlling this guy's eyes. So let's have him stare down at the clipboard that he's using and then look up to me. Yep, we're impressing him a hell of a lot. Look back down to the clipboard as he writes up our details. Congratulations, you've been hired to work for Grey Offices. Okay. Alright, so I think it's parents and then work. And work is the one that I want to go to. So, we'll do parents first. Because, hey, we do need to get in with them. And it's still on Japanese, so... yeah. Don't embarrass yourself while meeting with her parents. Yeah, I'm sure I won't. Just, checking out her mum. Try not to pass gas during this situation. Okay, so this is a little bit difficult. I'm trying to control my bodily functions with just the power of my eyes. Oh. Going well so far. You've successfully dodged embarrassment. Perfect. Make good impressions with her father. How do I do this? Okay, you've befriended her father. I just tried everything. Apparently it worked. I don't know. Maybe you just can't help but impress her father, and it's always going to be awkward, and you're going to have very little to say. Make good impressions with the mother. Oh, well, she's looking at the dog, so we'll look at the dog. Talk about the dog. Yes, there we go. You've endeared yourself to her mother. Congratulations. You've been welcomed into the family, and you glanced at the dog 6 times. Did I? I didn't even notice. I was mostly staring at the mum. Alright, so now on to work. So, yeah. Why couldn't we get with this lady instead? Why? Perform your office meeting presentation. Indeed. So, look at the papers and then actually talk to them. Takes a while because you can only look at it for a couple of seconds before moving on and talking again. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Say mission complete already. Damn it. Anyway, so that was Social Interaction Trainer, and oh boy. Oh boy. So, there's a couple more left, but they... Oh god, look at how sad he is for failing that last one. But there's nothing really to it. Work is just work. Funeral, that's your boss. And that's the most impossibly difficult one ever. Pay your respects. So, you need to get control of this guy's eyes. And then, there's no rhyme or reason. He just... You get it in a certain place, and it just moves things along. I mean, how am I even doing this? This guy's supposed to be dead. There we go, see? He just randomly started talking. And I've got to move it somewhere else. He keeps on talking. A good person. And then it moves on to the busty co-worker. And at the moment, she's just talking non-stop. But it doesn't actually seem to advance anything. I need to get his eyes in another position. And again, there's no rhyme or reason. It just seems completely random. Yeah, it's impossible. I've only just managed to get past her one after like 10 minutes of fooling around trying to get it to work. And then, again, just no reason. Nothing. I can't figure out what I need to do. And then it just suddenly randomly makes her speak again. But then after her, another guy comes out, and oh god, I've been trying that one for ages. And it doesn't... I can't get past it, it's impossible. And anyway, this is all co-worker stuff. Who cares about that? And after funeral, except I've never been able to actually get past it, it's just impossible. You have baby, but all baby does is you're in the mode for a moment, and then it just says, you can't prepare for having a baby, everyone's going to suck at it, everyone needs to learn as they go. But I'm sure you'll be a great dad. So yeah, that was Social Interaction Trainer, and hey, apart from interview stuff and the work stuff, who cares about that? It's all about the romance and making a connection with the love of your life. So, let's see if I can put these amazing new skills that I've learnt into use in the real world. And until next time, bye for now.